What's poppin'? We got the house history class, man. Happy Corona break to y'all.
You know what it is. Go ahead, like and subscribe to the channel. This is where you finna learn about the history. You feel me? Tune in.
Straight like that.
Welcome back to History with Coach Howells. Coming to you today with our first little video. I'm actually going to be posting this Sunday night. So I guess if you're watching this on Monday morning or during the afternoon or the evening or whenever, welcome. Welcome to all my new followers as well. I'm going to be doing a history video, or I guess a YouTube channel, kind of working my way through not only my U.S. history class, my world geography class. So I understand that some of you may have friends that may or may not be in my class. And if they're not, ask them to join the channel. If they're struggling with U.S. history or they need extra help, or maybe they're not getting the most out of what their teacher is giving them, then bring them in. Our first, task for this week is not even going to be history related, which is kind of on task with my class. If you are in my class, you know probably 3/4 of the stuff that we do in my class is very history related. The other fourth is applying it and like building strategies to help you be the most successful that you can be. So our first task for today, for Monday, is going to be actually building a routine or a strategy for you to attack the break. Now, I have built my own little strategy routine that I'm going to use to help cater to you all and help make sure our academic learning is going the way it's supposed to be going, and I'll share that with you. I'm going to post the schedule that I'm about to describe to you actually to my blog, both my U.S. history blog and my world geography blog, and it'll be a PDF file. If you like it, use it. If you don't like it, this is where our first task comes in today. You're going to be building your own strategy. Okay, now you have to figure out what works best for you. Obviously, you're very used to first block, second block, third block, going to lunch, fourth block, and then leaving and doing all your extracurricular activities, your sports, stuff like that. It's not going to be like that, right? You all understand that. And I think the longer that we are in this break or this quarantine, you're going to understand it on a deeper level. So the first thing that I would do when you wake up, whatever time that is. Now, obviously, my schedule, I wake up kind of early. You all know I'm an early bird, so I like to wake up and get after it. If you are a late sleeper, my plan is going to be a little bit more delayed for you, and it may take longer for you to do. But the first thing I'm going to do when you wake up is kind of your morning routine, right? You make your coffee, eat your breakfast, watch your show, whatever you want to do, kind of ease into the day. All right. Then I would go into my work session number one. My work session number one is going to be, okay, I'm going to sit down and see for myself, what do I need to do for my academic classes, right? So for you all, you would be going and you sitting down and go to your teacher's blog, see what there's assigned for today, see what you have to do, and make sure that, number one, you have the ability to do that. And then number two, if you don't have the ability to do that, find their office hours. So speaking of office hours, my office hours is going to be from 11:30 to 1. But on my blog, you know that you can contact me via Remind, email, or Schoology at any time, and I'm likely to get back to you pretty quickly. I do a pretty good job of that, and you all are really good of communicating. And a lot of you have signed up for my Remind, so nice. But after your first work session, I would do it for about an hour to an hour and a half, and really try to maximize your time during that hour and a half. Put your phone aside, stay off your phone, stay off the tablet, turn the TV off. It's going to be very important that you maximize your time in this hour and a half, because if you don't, you all know this hour and a half turns into a 2-hour, 3-hour thing. And then my schedule is I'm trying to maximize time to do stuff that I want to do at the end of the day, which is important for you as well. So after that first work session, you're going to go into your lunch session or your break session. Now, during your lunch session, obviously this is where you're eating lunch, making your lunch, kind of hanging out. You are taking a mental break from school. Don't stress yourself out. Take a breather. Enjoy your lunch. Enjoy it for about an hour and a half, whatever. Watch another show if you want to, play a video game, whatever you want to do. Get off of school, okay? Don't worry about it. Check your phone. This is when you're doing all your social media stuff and stuff like that. You can exercise during this period too. I like to get my exercise in the morning. I'm just an early bird, like I said. But this would be a great time for you to exercise, go for a walk, go for a jog, work out in your house, whatever you want to do. But this is a great time for that. Then after that closes, you're going to go to your second work session. Now, this work session is very, 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 very important. Because my recommendation for your second work session is figure out what you have to do the next day, right? Make sure that whatever you have to do the next day, you have the materials available to you to do what you're supposed to do. If you don't understand something, or if something is described on a teacher's blog that you don't get, email them, right? Take that, that first step from yourself, that action, and be responsible for your own schoolwork. Don't just sit there and go, hey, man, I don't get this. I don't understand what they mean. Figure it out. Go ask them, email somebody, talk to a friend, email a teacher. If nobody responds, email me, I'll respond to you. I'll try to help you out as much as I can, but make sure you're set up to be successful the next day. Make sure you've checked off everything you need to do today, because I'm telling you, the temptation is going to be, wait, I can do it later. Oh, Coach Howes is oh, wait. And then what's going to happen is Thursday's going to pop around, Friday's going to pop around, and you're like, I haven't done any history this week. And then you check my blog and you see, we've made it through 2 more packets, and you're thinking, oh crap, how am I going to do that? And you get behind. Don't do that. Stay on top of things, be successful. And it's a lot easier if you do a little bit per day than saying, you know what, I'm going to do it all on Friday, because guess what? Friday comes, you get stressed out, right? It's the same philosophy I have if you're taking a test. If you start studying for that test 2 days before, you're not going to do as well as if you had chunked it and done it a little bit by a little bit at a time. All right. And then after that second work session, you reach the period that I'm in now, which is free time. Okay. The time that you all are working forward to. So free time, this is your time to kind of hang out with the family, get to enjoy the little parts of your day, whatever you want to do. Again, if you hadn't gotten your workout in then, or you want to do something active or whatever, this is your time to do that. And really just make sure you're preparing for the next day. This is going to take some responsibility on your part. For my college kids, or for my juniors, right, we talk about, especially now in the spring semester, you're a senior. It's here. You can't avoid it. Some of you have been asking me about dual enrollment. Some of you have been asking me about online classes. This is your opportunity to test those waters. If you're really good at keeping up with this, and you're really good at doing my blog stuff, and you're really good at turning stuff in on time, and you like the freedom, sweet. Use that. Invest in yourself, right? This period of time is going to be something that, try to take it in a positive mindset, right? Yes, it sucks we're not in school. Yes, it sucks you can't do your sports. Yes, it sucks everything is a little different. Use that, right? When you're applying to colleges, talk about your experience. I recommend you journaling, writing this stuff down. You are living through a moment of history. So make sure you are documenting, what's your experience like? How is this going? I'm definitely going to be using this in my classes in the future. So use this. Your kids are going to probably ask you about it. I'm telling you, this is not something that happens all the time. When I talk about my flashback memories from 9/11 or Katrina or whatever, this is kind of one of those events for you all. It's going to be a special time when you can look back and you're going to talk to your friends and family about it years down the road. So write some stuff down, journal. Day 1, what's it like? What did you do? How do you feel? And then compare that journal to day 10, day 14, and you can kind of see how you change over time. So it'd be very, very interesting. But I'm going to kind of cut myself off. Again, parents, if you're watching, please develop this routine with your kids. I know you know your children, but I just want them to be as successful as possible. Kids or students, if you're watching this, make your routine work for you, right? My routine does not have to work for you. Johnny's routine does not have to work for you. Your routine works for you. So if you know you're someone that's going to sleep in, okay, I hear you. I was the same way when I was in high school. If you know you're going to sleep in, schedule your learning around sleeping in. But I would make sure, you check your teacher's office hours. Some may not be as flexible as me. So check your office hours. Make sure that you're dialed in on what your teachers want you to do. And let's try to make the most out of this event. Again, if any of your friends are struggling, if they have U.S. history, I know it can be like a waterfall of information at times. Tell them to subscribe to the channel. You all wanted to do it. It's a great idea. So I'm definitely down for the task. On Fridays, new thing I'm going to mention to you all. On every Friday, I'm going to have a guest speaker. I've already got a couple lined up. And those guest speakers are going to talk about something that is not history related either. And you're going to be asked to do an activity that is going to make you think about your situation, make you think more broad than whatever we're talking about Monday through Thursday for history. So with all that being said, stay safe. please read up on it, follow the rules, wash your hands, all that good stuff that we have been talking about. But anyways, till next time, peace.
Thanks for watching History with Howells.
Don't forget to
Like
comment
and subscribe.